I think we should talk about the Seattle Kraken.
Let's do it.
All right. Shane Wright, who you guys know I'm a big fan of, one of them is a hab. Um, I can't say what I exactly put as the title of this segment because it has a bad word in it. But the Seattle Kraken. Now, Ron Francis, she basically talked to Allison Lucan, who is that very good reporter, very good with numbers, and that specifically covers the Kraken now, I think, for their TV side of it. Was told, of course, by Ron Francis. Sorry, I said that. Kraken GM. And this was echoed last night in the 32 Thoughts Hockey Night edition by Jeff Merrick. That currently Shane Wright averaging his 6 minutes and 51 seconds of ice time is apparently not ideal. And Francis
Really?
wants him in about 10 to 12 minutes. Now, he also said that he doesn't want to send Shane Wright back to the OHL. Now, this comes off of Shane Wright being a healthy scratch for the past 3 games, a homestand that his grandparents came to watch him and didn't get to because he didn't play.
Dave Hackstall.
Who else did that? It was in Dallas. It was
Okay.
Riley Tuff. Remember that? He
Yes.
Yes.
bought
Yeah, yeah.
tickets for his entire family and then he
And
didn't
then
play.
ended up playing.
Yes. What the Kraken are dicks. Like, remember they signed him for the home opener too? Why? Like,
Well, let's be clear at who this is. Let's not
yeah, it's
throw this
half.
at the Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
Let's like I'm not gonna try I'm not gonna try to defend Ron Francis,
Mm-hmm.
but this is the coaching staff not playing Shane Wright. He should, whether you think he's an NHL player or not, there's clearly some disconnect between management and coaching.
So the thing is, right, and I see Kraken's fans saying, you blame the coach when you see him playing, he makes mistakes. Probably shouldn't be there, right? And the Kraken talk about how they want him to watch the game.
Man, was he
You know,
Mike Babcock?
you know, I was thinking about this last night, right? Watching practicing morning skates only do so much.
Mhm.
They say experience is the best teacher, right? A player has to learn how to make mistakes. You know what I mean? How does Shane Wright go out and have a healthy shift where he's getting to the flow of the game when he's worried that he'll make one mistake or he'll lose one faceoff and he's not going to see the ice for the rest of the period? A player needs to touch the puck. Otherwise, of course he's not going to do anything. And if they're stalling to get him to the World Junior Camp, if it's a few days, whatever, guys, we're in November soon. This is
Just
I don't know what you're doing. This is a guy who, even if he fell, top 5 pick, 4th overall, projected to be the best player of that draft for years, cornerstone of your franchise. Lads, what are you doing? 651? That's not enough.
No, that's not. It's
playing him like a grinder, like a
Honestly,
fourth line
honestly,
grinder.
2014, your 4th line right wing back in the day.
and I get that they're having an okay start. The Kraken are. I'm gonna pull them up right now. I don't remember their
Yeah, thanks, Chris Letang. Couldn't carry the defense
like.
against Kraken last night. Thanks.
They're 4-4-2. I understand that, but I don't see who are you playing that is so important to your 4-4-2 start.
He's not going to take away from Matty Beniers, who has been really
No,
good, by
No,
the
he's
way.
been good. Yeah.
To my fans, Shane, yeah, love you, Matty. But he's not going to take away from Beniers.
no.
Is he? I think they have had a problem playing McCann, but you
Jaden,
can't get him a
Jaden,
few moves in 10 minutes.
yeah, Jaden Schwartz has probably been the comeback story. He's been pretty hot.
Like
Let me
this
stay
is
on the
their. Oh,
baseball
sorry.
stuff.
I just pulled it up.
Okay,
Yeah, I was like, this is their center depth currently.
yeah,
Manny Beniers at 1,
yep.
Alex Wenberg at 2, Yanni Gourde at 3, and Morgan Geeky at 4.
Morgan Geeky. Let me look up let me get up Morgan Geeky's stats.
He's from Carolina.
He was, yeah,
He was there.
No,
He was
I
there.
remember him.
Oh,
I
okay.
was just, it's just like you're playing Morgan Geeky, who
Like
has
your fourth line.
7
Yeah,
games, right? Come on.
your fourth line is Ryan Donato, Morgan Geeky, Daniel Sprong. The argument that the argument that you cannot play Shane Wright over one of those 3 guys, I just I don't understand
Ease
how
him in at
this
the
is a
wing. Doesn't have to
pardon.
be center. Ease him in at the
Exactly,
wing.
exactly. The Sens did that with Stutzla. The Sens, I think, did it again, are doing it again with, or am I getting them confused?
Pinto? Maybe?
I think Pinto, either Pinto or
Ducks.
Norris.
Remember
They
the
did it
Ducks
with
transition
Zegras. Yeah, Zegras. Sorry, that's
Yeah,
probably who I
gradually.
was thinking of. Not Ottawa was Stutzla, but like, there's no reason he should not be in the lineup to me. He's your 4th overall pick, and I respect and I understand why you don't want to send him back to the CHL. Like, what is he going to go do in the CHL? Rip it up, and that's going to do what? He's been ripping it up there for a couple years. Like, it's just a situation. Like, he could be playing in the NHL. They want him playing in the NHL, and you're not playing him in the NHL. Like, this is I'm not entirely sure of why they cannot play him over Ryan Donato, Morgan Geekie, or Daniel Sprong.
What do you think is going to happen? Like, in my opinion, I think he's going to get sent down. Back to junior.
Had him to play. Like, the thing is that was so important about his draft year was it had the slow first half, right? And then there was the thing of his line mates and who he was playing with and was it really helping. Again, I don't know the exact rules when it comes to, say, transfer stuff with, like, if he can play in the overseas leagues and that, and but then is there spots because rosters are already set in that. It's like, if that's how you're gonna get him to play, like, do it then.
Do it.
Like, just send him back then. Like, get him those touches. Get him playing games. Because the CHL has started already, too.
Yeah. The Merrick, I'm going to assume it was Merrick because Merrick's the only one with CHL sources on 32 Thoughts. I love you, Elliot Friedman, but let's be honest here. I believe Merrick was touching upon the point that they might be Kingston's sorry, my God. Kingston might be looking to trade Shane Wright's rights. Get it? But
yeah. Because his name's Wright.
Yeah. They might be looking to trade that, and obviously Seattle would be involved because, surprise, surprise, NHL teams are involved in what goes on the CHL. They're going to push for his rights to be traded. So I wonder if they're waiting for that. Like, I do kind of believe like that they don't want to send him back to the OHL. Like, would you not want? I don't know. Like, I just don't understand why he's not playing here. I understand if you want to send him back, but I just don't see, looking at this lineup, there's like a couple players where I'm like, do they really need to play?
No. Listen, again, I'm a big believer in Shane Wright. I am. Spent a lot of last year looking into his game. Spent a lot of time doing it last year.
Yeah.
Just don't. This is a guy. Again, he's not going to be a super duper 100-point guy, but damn it, like, don't waste the kid. Come on. He. A lot of people make a lot about that staring thing he did to the Habs table, even though he says he denies it. But it's not like he's coming out and saying anything stupid to the media or whatever. It's just. This is a very sort of he's a smart kid. Seems like he's got confidence, but he's not a cocky kid that everyone seems to think he is. This is a kid with a lot of tools in that. He's a smart player. If you just give him time and ice time to actually get used to the game, God damn it, he can be something. And you're just wasting it. It's like a nice flower in this. You're not watering it. He's a flower, damn it. He's like a beautiful, I don't know, I like lilacs. He's like a lilac.
I know NCAA rules and getting the guy signed and so forth is really different, but the Kraken, I think they did really well the way they brought up Matty Beniers. They let him play more or less his freshman season, and then they let him play a few games towards the end. And then now they're actually giving him the minutes. If you're going to keep Shane Wright and think he's an NHLer, why not have that same development process of someone who, like, he wasn't touted to be first overall his own draft, but this guy was second in his draft. And I think like there was a bit more of pressure there, both as a center and both as being the first pick ever of the franchise. And he seems to be okay.
Man, it's a good player, but a very good player. Just figure it out. Just don't waste your asset. He's a good player. He's a very good player.